Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Game 3 of the first matchup of the League of Inadequate Gamers. We've had some pretty interesting games in the first map on Nerazim Crypt. brotoss was able to take it with an early aggression, and on the second map, Zelnaga Caverns, JDukester reciprocated in kind. And I would say both matches wrapped up within 10 minutes about. Wouldn't you agree, Duck?
Yeah, they were both very quick matches. I'm actually a bit surprised nobody's been able to make it to a late game here. Wait, what is this?
It looks like they're both starting to... Oh, did the brotoss mix up his mineral line a little bit there?
The brotoss actually put 5 SCVs inside his command center. I'm not sure if that was meant to be. I'm guessing not, because he quickly unloaded them. So
Maybe
a little
it's
mishap
some
here.
kind of new League of Inadequate Gamers strategy.
Yes, keep all your units inside the base and fly to the corner. See how long it takes the other person to realize. No.
And of course, as the first two games, this is Cervantes, Nick, your host, and joining me is Duck, all the way back in Texas. We're having our interstate casting.
It's quite impressive if I don't say myself.
The wonders of modern technology.
Oh yeah.
And,
so we got a little bit of more time to kill before anything really awesome happens. Both are just starting with standard openings. We got the Terran going a single barracks, and the brotoss has got his gateway going down.
Very interestingly, in the first two games, we saw almost identical openings in both games. It was just who made a few more of the opening units. Really, that's what it came down to, and who was more aggressive.
I think one of the other things that was a big decider in the last two games is when brotoss moved out, he actually lost several Marines there just to wrong placement.
Yeah, so that's very true. We're really unlucky because his units split when they were running around a little cavern, and JDukester managed to snipe off about 4 or 5 units for free before he was able to respond. Apparently they're both relaxing a little bit here. We're getting a bit more trash talk in this game, so hopefully that'll keep it colorful.
Yep, it sounds like the brotoss is pretending to be a troll.
Something to that effect.
Yeah. We see the proxy piling going down again, which again was one of the huge...
but here it is. It's been seen almost immediately, so I'm sure, Dukester cancels that and is going to go try and relocate, I think.
Did he actually cancel
he canceled it? Don't question me.
Okay.
I'm a lead caster here. I know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm actually only looking from brotoss's view right now, and brotoss actually doesn't know it's been canceled yet. So something to keep
and
note of.
I just got a contribution from one of our other participants, Austin Click, who says "Raffle wall versus wall." So. I would not be surprised to see both players here go much more defensively minded in this game, since the early aggression has been such a deciding factor. Oh, and the SCV sneaks in. Josh was not able to set up his zealot appropriately.
And that's going to be actually affecting the game a lot more than you would think. Oop, never mind. Quick snipe with the probes and the zealot there to get him out of the base.
Yep, indeed. And of course we see the proxy pylon, and a little bit. Of course he misdid this. He actually spelled out the word "you." That's not how you're supposed to do that particular one. But let's see. Switching back to the production tab here. Let's see what we have. We have a factory going down, which hasn't been made yet, and some Marines. In the last game, brotoss gambled on some ghosts, but that really backfired on him.
Well, we also have 2 tech labs going down here, so I'm not sure if he's thinking of switching one of the factories over the tech labs, maybe to get something, or maybe a
in the first
later
game, he
no?
did he dual research stim pack and concussive shells. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that again. Well, looks like I'm going to eat my own words here. And JDukester gets his first warp gate, and he's got 2 gates. His third one is about to warp in. Oh no, he's just now finishing the warp gate research. I take that back. And looks like he's just neither. There we go. brotoss is the first one to move troops out into the map, but it looks like it's just to defend an expansion, which we haven't seen from brotoss yet, or not.
I think he's actually scouting for that proxy pylon that he was, well, to him was still there a couple seconds ago. But
yeah, well, more fail casting from me. And just as in the first two games, we see JDukester pushing down the early Nexus. Well, not early, but earlier than brotoss.
And one thing to note here is he really does not have a strong army to hold this back. If Brosty actually moves out with this fort,
The brotoss.
the brotoss. I have no no clue why I just said that, but yeah. Oh, we have some aggression here from
looks like he's going to be the first one to really put an exploratory force out there, but it's only 2 stalkers and 4 zealots. Though he does have a couple at the proxy pylon to back up. There is no way that this force is going to be able to... Oh, and he loses the first stalker almost immediately from this pretty strong set of units here.
Yeah, and he's actually warping in some more at one of his proxy pylons. He actually has 2, one in the center and one in... Well, center, but in the more south
and
position.
JDukester puts down a photon cannon in his base, so it looks like we're going to see a bit more back and forth in this game, I think. We also have an observer coming and the ground +1 upgrade. And he also managed to trap one of his probes as well, so we're pointing that one out, Josh.
Oh. Josh might be caught off guard here. We got the army moving up.
Oh, and he's being kited.
He's good.
Wow, that's far more advanced gameplay than I would have expected in our particular league. That was kind of awkward, though.
He does actually push Josh back a little bit here. But we see that Josh is continually trying to poke and just see what aggression he can get done up there.
We'll also point out here that it looks like JDukester's economy is significantly stronger. He has 31 harvesters on 2 base, while brotoss only has 14 harvesters on 1 base. So if this game really does go to mid to late, we're going to see some interesting repercussions from that early economy.
Yeah, but we actually have some Hellions coming out here. I'm not sure why he's mixing these in.
But maybe it'll work out for him. Oh, it looks like JDukester's about to... Well, actually, he's making a pretty sizable dent in this force. This is more evenly matched than I expected.
Yeah, the problem is the rally point for... Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised. brotoss got pushed back here into his base.
And the ground +1 is about to finish too, making these units even more viable, so... This is a pretty interesting maneuver here, though poor placement on the stalkers.
I think it's going to be a... Well, it looks like Josh is just pushing up too much. He's got the observer there, being able to spot the high ground, so these stalkers can kind of whittle away at some of the...
Easy target practice for the marauders, which absolutely destroy stalkers. So we'll see. This is interesting. It looks like they both lost most of their armies, and JDukester managed to... Really, he only knocked out a tech lab and a supply depot, so not too much important damage done, but an interesting first exchange nonetheless.
The thing that's really going to come into play here is taking a look at their income.
JDukester has been doing an excellent job of setting up his 2 bases while simultaneously being aggressive and distracting the brotoss from doing the same.
We actually have over double the
harvester count.
Well, the
helping you out.
Harvester count, yes. Which is going to be very hard for... brotoss here
and he'll notice there is a missile turret. I suspect that the brotoss is suspicious that there's an observer there. And
he's got to be careful here. Is he going to lose a couple more barracks, which is not what he wants to do at this point.
JDukester might lose his observer. Oh, and he does. That hurts. That hurts. That was very useful in that first engagement for him. Let's see what he's got. More gateways coming down. They're all warp gates. And he's got the Robo Bay and a Twilight Council, but no upgrades. I think he's really got his attention focused on this small army here.
I think one thing that brotoss is going to have to do to get back in this, which I think he is doing, is he's starting to tech up a little. He's got those tanks. He's got the siege tank mode coming in here. So I think those are 2 things that'll really help him out and maybe be able to finally push him out of this, his natural right there, and hopefully secure a second himself.
Though if you check the units tab right now, it's 9 stalkers and 5 zealots, and brotoss has 5 marauders and 8 marines, and I think JDukester could have put a killing blow in right then if he had pushed, but now the tanks are out and all bets are off.
Yeah, he also has that bunker up there on the high ground, which is going to help him hold him off just a little bit.
Wow.
Actually, it didn't. His units weren't quite in the right position for that, and he didn't have any SCVs backing it up.
And of course, we see charges coming in, and once that finishes, those zealots are going to be able to make mincemeat out of that siege tank. So JDukester's got a pretty strong position right now, I would say, and I think the key was getting that early aggression in again. It seems we're... Oh, and the tank goes down. Oh, this could... Well, he's got...
Oh, we have siege mode now, so
if he
there's a chance that he can hold this off.
And the tank, the other tank goes down. Oh, wow, JDukester might actually be able to pull this off. His stalkers are not being microed very well, though. And there's the brotoss with his... oh, he's already calling it quits. I guess that's...
yeah, he's really down to just a couple of CVs there. And
what a good matchup for our first ever League of Inadequate Gamers game. And thank you all for joining us, and congratulations both Josh and Brian. I would say we had a fantastic couple games there, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season.